You guys hear the music? What's up? You hear it? So that's there's some guy that makes like mixes for MMA guys. Like if like an MMA guy says something funny, he'll like put it in a mix, and he does a real good job. I don't know the page. I'll have to get the page and I'll put it in the comments, but he like does these awesome mixes with like just what people say, and he just mixes them together real funny. The videos are real funny too. So I was watching it before I came on. So it is Sunday night live. Anybody that is watching the replay, we're about to do a bridge build. Check out Pogo. Yeah, I think I do know that page. So we're gonna do like an altar bridge build. So an altar bridge build has like two coils on the side. One's connected to the negative and the other one's connected to the positive. And then there's a bridge in the middle that connects it for the electric. So I'm going to be doing this build on the Sub-Zero 24. So the Sub-Zero 24 is a 2-post. All right. It's got 2 posts. One's negative, one's positive. I'm going to have a coil coming out of the positive on this side. I'm going to have a couple coils, a couple wraps, and then it's not going to be connected to the negative until the coil over here. It's going to have a bridge in the middle. All right. So I did one of these during Coil Wars. There was a challenge called bridges and captures and extensions. So I did a bridge build, and that's a lot like what I'm about to do now. So I'm going to show you kind of what I'm going to do. Hold on, let me mute this fucking chat room for 8 fucking hours. There you go. So I kind of started to draw out what I was going to do. So let me show you what is going to happen here. It's a very intricate build. It's going to be very weird how I do this. I mean, just pay attention as best as you can. It's definitely not for beginners. It's just that it's a really weird build, and but it's really cool. It's cool to see them. It's cool to see them glow at the end. You would think that it would glow from the middle on the bridge, but it's going to glow from the coils. It's just how you send the electric through coils. So I started to draw it. I'm going to draw the rest while we're here. And hopefully you guys kind of understand what's going on. Once again, I'm doing this on a 2-post. So, you could do it on a goon. You could do it on a 2-post. Like the, the goon's a 2-post, so. You could do it on this Sub-Zero that I have. You could do it on the Seminole. You could do it on really any atomizer. You could do a bridge build. It's just a little bit easier when it's a 2-post, like the Sub-Zero or the Dot Mod or even the Goon. You could send the bridge right over the Goon clamps. So this is basically what I got. You got the negative post here, the positive post here, the coils, and then a bridge going across. Now, to make this work out, you don't want this to be the same wire. You want them to be disconnected, and then you do something here to connect them. You could either alien these together. You could, there's a whole bunch of stuff you could do. Alien them together. Some people braid them together. The OC to this coil is Tommy Nequa. Or Tommy Neek. I always called him Tommy Neek, but I guess it's Tommy Nequa. And he's like one of the OCs of braiding coils. Like he's the first dude to braid. And he came up with the alter bridge coil. And to have a successful alter bridge, your coils have to glow up before the bridge. So that's a successful alter bridge. Now, I'm going to do a 4-core, but my 4 cores are going to split. So 2 of the cores are going to be on this side and 2 are going to be on this side. This in the middle, I'm going to stagger all these wires right here in the middle. Staggered, 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 staggered. And then I'm going to fuse them all. So I'm going to have in the middle, it's going to be a 4-core stagger fuse Clapton. All right. And then on the sides, it's only going to be like, I think it's only going to be like a 4-wrap, maybe a 3-wrap. I don't know. Should I do it? I'm hoping I could get a 4-wrap. A 4-wrap would be cool. If I could do a 4-wrap, what I would like to do is make each side a hybrid. And what I would do is kind of have these staggered and do a 2-core stagger fuse Clapton. Same thing with here. 2-core stagger fuse Clapton. And then right here, just do like a fuse Clapton. Same thing with here, fuse Clapton here. So this is what I'm going to try to do. So 4-core stagger fuse Clapton in the middle, and then hybrids on each side, stagger fuse Clapton, and then fuse Clapton on the other part of the hybrids. I think I could get 4 wraps in a bridge on here. I believe I can. It might be like a little tilted, so I can make that to the middle. I'm definitely going to have to probably use 28 to do this. And my bridge is probably going to go across this in an angle. It's not going to go straight across. I'm going to have to like cut through on an angle. But I think I could do it. I haven't done one in a while. My build-off build, that build that I did, that's sort of an alter bridge, but that's a little different. So when I do this, I'm really going to have to think of what comes first. So I know the last thing I'm going to do is the fuse Clapton. The first thing I'm going to do is the 4-core stagger fuse Clapton. All right. So that's the first thing that needs to be done is this 4-core stagger fuse Clapton. And then the 2 cores. So I need to stagger these wires. I think it's about a 1/2 inch. Let me see. I need to measure this because I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, I think a 1/2 inch is what I'm going to have to do. No, it's even less. It's even less. It's actually only like 3/8. 3/8 of an inch. Maybe even like a quarter to 3/8. A quarter of an inch to 3/8 of an inch is going to be the 4-core. Stagger, fuse, Clapton. And then these are going to be 2 wraps, which is about a little less than an inch, but I could add a little bit. So it's going to be about an inch plus, and then here an inch plus, and then the fuse Claptons could just be the rest. So at the end of the day, this is going to get cut off, and this is going to get cut off, and that's just going to disappear. So it's going to end up like this. Yeah, if you guys could hit the like button now so you don't forget. But everybody's usually pretty good with that. So the first thing I got to do is get out my 4 cores and stagger them a little over an inch and 3/8. So or an inch and a quarter, inch and 3/8. So I guess I could do like an inch and a half, right? Maybe an inch and 3/8. Yeah, I'll do an inch and 3/8 of stagger. Inch and 3/8 stag on all 4 of these, because all 4 of them need that. It's going to be staggered, 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 inch and 3/8, staggered, 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 inch and 3/8. Tie these together, 4-core. Tie these together, 2-core. Tie these together, 2-core. Cool. That's what we're doing. All right, so hopefully that's not too confusing. Obviously, you're going to see it happen, so hopefully it's not too crazy. So let me get out my cores. And what's up, everybody that's coming in now? This is so beyond my skill level. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it's a little crazy, but it'll be fun to watch, I think. And once again, I'm going to be putting it on the Sub-Zero 24. This is like the Sub-Zero version 1. I really like this RDA. It's like one of my top 5 RDAs, I think. I haven't used it in quite a while. And when you do this, this is going to come out to like, it's not going to come out to like 2 coils that are 2 4-wrap coils. It's going to come out to like a 9-wrap coil, a single coil 9-wrap. So this is almost like a series build. This is going to be like a 0.03 or something, or I'm sorry, a 0.30. Yeah, this hybrids onto a mech mod. You pop this off. This either goes onto the mod like this, or you take this off. You pop a copper pin in there, and it screws right to the you put this pin on, you screw that in there, and then it screws right to the mod, and it connects right to the battery. Yeah, this thing hits hard as fuck. This is like my favorite mech mod besides the broadside. I love this mech mod. It's a lot like the broadside, really. It's got the same clutch system. It's just, I don't like how the paint chipped off. If this paint never was like this, I probably wouldn't even have bought the broadside. But see, it's got that clutch system, but it's got a spring in it. All right. You never tried a mech saturation station? Bones, what's up? Brad, what's up? Nope. All right, well. Okay, so I guess just to save some room, I'm going to do this. I think I just better do this with 28 gauge. I really wanted to do it with 26, but I guess I'll just do it with 28 to save some room. Yeah, let me know, Brad, what's going on with the Eagles. Whenever anybody scores, let me know. That was one thing about coming on tonight. I didn't realize that the Eagles and Cowboys were on, so I'm going to use 28 gauge, and I'm going to use 38 gauge. So 28 and 38, and then when I get to the fuse Claptons, I'll figure out what I'm going to use. If I even do fuse Claptons, maybe I'll do something else. I don't know. Yeah, a mech and a regulated is completely, it's very different. Very different. I mean, they're just really just raw battery power right away. It just depends how you build it, really. I mean, you kind of have to, the way I vape, and probably the way most people vape on a mech, is you just gotta build it fairly low, like a 0.12 or something. Instead of putting the watts where you want it, you gotta build where you want it. Okay. So you gotta build the mech mod to how you like to vape. So I build low, and a lot of people build low. If you have like a 0.1 build and you put it at like 130 watts, a good test is put your regulated device at like 4.0 volts, and that's how a mech hits. It actually hits at like 3.8 or something, 3.7. So if you put your regulated at 3.7 and hit your regulated, that's how a mech hits all the time. It charges up to 4.2, but the output is like 3.7 usually. Some of them hit a little harder. Depends what batteries, depends what mech, depends what the voltage drop is. Battery sag. Yeah. Target resistant. Switch for. All right. So let me get out my 28 gauge stainless steel. Morning. It's nighttime here, but morning. So I got my ruler. And I think I'm going to be pulling out more wire than I need right here. But whatever. I'm going to get 10 inches of wire here. Do 10 or should I do more? I'll do 10. So 10 inches. 10 inches. I'm just going to do this 4 times. And all right, now I could put drill up here. I'm going to connect one piece of 28 to my swivel. Now this part's going to be a little time consuming. Just doing a space Clapton on all 4 of these for an 1 3/8. Just got to set up 4 cores and do it. But it's alright. There's a piece of 28. Alright, so now I'm going to get my 38 gauge out. And I need to make a loop. So I think I'm just going to do a finger loop on these, because I think it's just the quickest way to do it right now. I don't want to have to set up a loop every time. So I'm going to make a loop and just use my finger. So I got out about 5 inches of wire. Holding it right here. Yeah, the Trishaloo by Hellvape, the same people that make the Dead Rabbit. I just ordered one. I've tried one. I really like it. And they're like 30 bucks, 35 bucks. No, not Noisy Cricket. Noisy Cricket's crazy. All right. Get it clapped in a little bit. How am I going to go about this? Should I just make 1 3/8 and slide it up? Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Space Clapton. A little bit of Clapton, a little bit of Space Clapton. Throw my loop on. Throw my loop on and have it stay on. Touchdown Eagles. Big surprise there. Okay. Get my loop in the last gap made. Hold my spool. Oh, that's an 1 5/8. Damn it. Inch. That's an 1 5/8. Damn. Okay. Cut that. Take my loop off. And now I'm just taking this Clapton and bringing it down to 3/8, 1 3/8. So I could literally just pull it until it hits an 1 3/8. I'm going to do an 1 3/8 heavy. So a little under an 1.5 inches. And then I could cut that flush, and I got one done. I could slide this kind of towards the center. I guess I'll change the camera on one of these soon. I know that it's a little hard to see when I get to that certain point. 38 doesn't come up on the camera too good. So now I'm attaching another core to the swivel and drill. Put the 38 into the drill. Clapped in a bit. Space clapped in a little bit. Get my loop. Put the loop on. Core back into the drill. Put the loop in the last space made. Finger through the loop. Loop. Back in the last space made. It's about an inch. Done. Cut that flush. Move my loop out of the way. Measure this. Pull the core out. Get the 38. Put the core back in for a second. And then get my ruler and pull this wire until I'm at an 1 3/8. Oh! Wasn't on my swivel good enough. Get it back on my swivel. Jesus. Sorry, guys. Okay. Grab the 38. That's about the same size as I did the last one. Cut that flush. How come? Sliding it down there. All right. Put this one aside. So there's 2 down, 2 more to go. Obviously, there's 1,000 different ways to do this build. This is just the way I like to do it. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my loop. So I think I gotta make another one. Yeah, you can always watch it later. Clapton. Space Clapton. Take the core out. Put the loop on. Put the core back. Why? Every time this thing just unplugs on me, man. Finger in the loop. Get the loop in the last space made. Stagger the wire 1 3/8 inches. And yes, it does pretty much have to be exactly for this certain build that I'm doing. All right. Cut this wire flush. Pop the core out of there. I could put my loop down. Get the 38 untied here a little bit. Put the core back. take some Clapton off until it's exactly 1 3/8 inches. Inch and a half. Cut it flush. Slide it down. If it doesn't slide easily, because I am going to kind of want them in the middle. I should have set them all up the same way. Alright, let me put this core onto the swivel and I'll try to give you a close-up of what I'm doing here. Okay. Stick the 38 into my drill. Clapton. Space Clapton. Take the core out of my chuck. Drop the loop on my core. Put the core back into my chuck. Tighten down the chuck. Get the loop in the last space made. And make a space Clapton. A space Clapton for 1 3/8 inches. I think in the beginning there my loop wasn't dropped in, so I gotta go a little longer. 1 3/8 inches. Now I could cut this wire flush. Move the loop. Actually, I could cut the loop now. That's the last time I need the loop. Cut that off. Get the wire out of my chuck. Undo this. Derek, what's up? pull this wire and declapton until I have 1 3/8 exactly. So I'm just measuring this space clapton until I have exactly 1 3/8, a little under 1.5 inches. It's a little over 1.5 inches. That should be it right there. Cut this clean, and then I slide this down to the middle. If it doesn't slide easily, you could kind of run the drill and twist it down to where you need it. Okay. So I guess I could check my cores and see how close they are, even though it doesn't really matter. Even if they're a little off, I can work with it. Hopefully all the spacing's good though. But what I do want to do, is I'm going to take all 4 cores. Okay. So I got all 4 cores here. Four spaced claptons. 1 3/8, all of them. And now I want to put all of them in the same spot. I want them all to line up the ends of the space claptons. So these 2 got to be moved up to there. So what I'm going to do, made your first stitch, the aliens? That's awesome. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ends here and I'm just going to cut them clean. I'm going to get them close to each other, nice and neat. And then I'm going to take, oh, they don't have to be even. I almost fucked up. They don't have to be even. I forgot about that. No, that would have been bad. Okay. No, 2 of them have to be up the wire more, and 2 of them have to be down the wire more. They have to be offset. So I'm kind of just pushing this one down here. You do want to be careful. You don't want to mess up the spacing too much. I'm probably going to mess it up a little bit, but you don't want to go too crazy on messing it up. Okay. So 1 inch of it a little less than an inch of it is going to be just 2 core stagger fuse Clapton on either side. About 3/8 of it is going to be the 4 core. So I only need 3/8 of a 4 core stagger fuse Clapton. That's all. Just 3/8. That's it. So I'm going to line these up. I know what I should do. I know exactly what I should do. Cut these ends off. Take these two. No. These two are in the same area, the 2 space Claptons. See how the color is different? I know it's not focused, but the space Claptons right here are in the same space. They're in the same area. So I'm going to get my ends even, make sure that these are in the same area. Good. Good. Hot glue this bitch right here. Yeah, if I had hot glue. There it is. Okay. Let's make sure that's dry. Okay, that's dry. And now I'm going to take these two and do the same thing. Get them in the same area. Damn near exactly. Line them up. Come down here after they're lined up. Cut these even. Line them up. Make sure they're still lined up right here. And hot glue here. Okay. Now, I need these to overlap for 3/8 of an inch. Let me get my ruler. Measure 3/8 of an inch. And I'll show you after I'm done this exactly what I mean. You're probably asking yourself, is there an easier way to do an altar bridge? And there absolutely is. You're probably asking yourself, what the fuck is this dude doing? Okay. So for 3/8 of an inch, they're overlapping, but these are going for an inch longer, and then the other ones are going on for an inch over there. So if you remember my drawing, this is what has to happen. Okay. It's going to be fused Clapton at the end. It will be, but I'm saving the easy part for later. I could have did the fuse Claptoning also already, but I'm going to save it for later. I want to get this part done first. Okay, so now I need to make sure I'm keeping my finger on these, being cameraman and builder at the same time. Keeping my finger on, all the way down to here, keeping my finger on. Didn't you? Yeah. I think I just... The Trishalo by Helvate. It's like $30 a mech mod. Actually, it's a hybrid, so maybe that's not a good idea. Could have swore. Gluing all four together. It's hard to get that $20 to $40. A mechanical for 20 or 40 is going to be hard. I mean, the Trishalo is like 35 to 40, but it's a hybrid mech, so you have to be careful what you put on there. And that's really like the only one I could even think of. I mean, the Noisy Cricket too, and it's got safety features. Yeah, the Pulse Squonk is around that. It's a little more. Okay. So I got this. All right. So that piece that I just hot glued all four together. tighten it down on there. Got my 4 cores. Ba 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 boom. That's from Monsters Inc. It's I think his name is, it's not Randy. Is it Randy? He's from Monsters Inc. He's the bad guy in Monsters Inc. 1. Or the first Monsters Inc. So now I'm carefully walking my fingers down the cores until the end, making sure all 4 are flat, and then I'm going to attach it to my swivel just like I would attach a 4-core alien, so it's coming straight out of my swivel. None of them are tangled, just straight up out of my swivel. All 4 pieces of 28. And actually, get this a little bit better. Pull a little bit more. Ugh, you motherfucker. Shouldn't have did that. Randall, yeah. It's Randall. That's right. It's whatchamacallit's voice. The dude from Boardwalk Empire. What the hell is his name? From Reservoir Dogs. Main character in Boardwalk Empire. Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi plays the voice of that character. So if you could imagine Steve Buscemi's voice with that face, kind of looks like Steve Buscemi. You named your bunny Steve Buscemi? What a cruel, cruel person. Alright, so remember I'm doing a 4-core stagger fuse Clapton here. So I really need to make sure that I got my shit fucking proper. I need my 4 cores to be nice and flat. No fucking around. I'll show you what it looks like once I got it how I want it. I think I need some more clips. Yeah, I need some more. Oh, here's one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I think just to be safe. Hot glue that. All right. I think the hard part's about done. Bunnies are cool though. They're real simple. They're not really hard to clean up after. We used to have rabbits when I was younger. They weren't that hard to clean. They stay in a cage. You let them run around. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool little animals. They don't really stink much if you clean it like once a week. Just like a cat, really. Only you could put it in a cage. And it's stupider. They're illegal to have rabbits as pets? And where is that at? Yeah, this shit's really good. I've been vaping this all day. Australia. They're a pest. I guess they eat your like vegetables in your gardens and stuff, right? Oh, it's like an infestation, huh? We have them running around in Philly, but it has to be like trees, a lot of trees around. We don't have it in we have way more squirrels. But these guys have like an outbreak, damn. Alright. Let me show you what I got going on, and then I'm going to start fusing this 4-core stagger fuse Clapton. What's up, Bri? So I got the 4 cores coming out of my drill. I flattened them there and put some hot glue on it. Clips. And then there's where my staggers come on. I'm gonna have to put the macro lens on to see this. Glue, 4 cores, clipped 4 cores. There comes the 2 staggers on 2 of the wires, a clip. There's where the 4 staggers meet. The 4 staggers stop. And then 2 of the staggers go on. And then they stop. So right now, I'm going to fuse the 4-core stagger fuse Clapton. So I need my 38 gauge. Boom. I'm going to wrap this 38 around this clip here. Hopefully that's not a bad idea. I don't know why it would be. It's going to be hard for me to get close up with these clips on. I almost never can with the clips. I'll show you a close up in a second. So if you never did a 4-core stagger fuse Clapton, it can be fun. They can be a pain in the ass. But I'll do 3/8 of a 4-core stagger fuse Clapton any day. Just 3/8 of any coil I'll do any day. Besides a pitchfork. Alright, let me show you a close-up of what I got so far, and then I'll just finish it up. I'll show you what I'm done it. Okay. Groundhog, huh? I like buffalo wings. Makes it easier for you to wait for wire watching somebody. See, it would drive me nuts watching somebody build, waiting for wire. I would just want to grab some wire and start building. Seven, 6 Eagles. Okay, now, here's where things get interesting. I'm done the 4-core, okay? Did they just score again? They had to just do something. Interception. Alright. I heard people. Alright, so now the 4-core's done. So now I'm on to the 2-core. Now I'm not just going to cut the wire here. I'm actually going to 4-core done. I'm going to take them 2 blank cores. I'm going to cut them down here, bend them over, and do the stagger fuse clapped in here now. All right. So I'm going to take these 2 clips off. I'm going to grab the 2 cores that don't have a stagger on them. Very carefully. I don't want to mess up the ones with the stagger. I'm going to take them too. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to bend them out of the way here. And I'm going to bend them down kind of underneath the forecore. Okay. So I cut them down here, bent them out of the way. And now I'm on the stagger fuse Clapton. So I didn't have to cut that wire. Okay. Beef jerky. I think hot links are beef jerky. Like hot sausage. Okay. Sliced. So I'm done the stagger fuse Clapton. So I think I'm just going to run out this Clapton with the 38. Oh, my drill's on slow. I was wondering what the hell. Huh, the hot glue flew off. Clapton in it all the way to as far as I could get near the swivel. Alright, now I can cut that. Boom. What's up, Alex? Alright. So I just got to clean this up right here. So I could actually take, I'll leave them on for now. I'm going to take the 38 that I wrapped around this. I could take this off for a sec. I'm actually just going to move it down. And now I need to set the camera back up so I could see what the hell I'm doing here. Okay. So take this. Oh, okay. That's all I had to do, really. I just got to cut that off. Okay. So I just need to cut this flush up on top here. Just basically just like cleaning up a hybrid, because that's what this is. It's just a hybrid. Just a simple little hybrid. Happy little hybrid. I would say you missed a good amount. I would say you missed about an hour and 20 minutes of this build. I'm damn near finished twisting this up. Okay. We're on a hybrid to hell. Okay. So, now, I guess I'll show my peeps what I got here so far. Okay, so in the middle, we got a little bit of a sloppy 4-core. But I think I'm going to be able to finish that up. And then we got a stagger fuse Clapton here. Goes into a fuse Clapton. Those two are going to get cut off. And then I need to do this stagger fuse Clapton here. And I got to cut them two off there. Them two that don't have staggers. Do this stagger fuse Clapton and do this fuse Clapton down here. So, just like I did on the last one, I'm going to take these two cores that don't have a stagger on them. And I'm going to cut them. And then I'm going to bend them down over here and just get them out of my way for now. Bend these back here. And then I'm going to get my 38 gauge. I'm going to put the 38 gauge in between the two pieces of 28 that are left over right here. Okay, fuse Clapton. Okay, fuse Clapton. Up to the stagger fuse Clapton. And I'm just going to go right up in there. All right, CM. Come on, really? Oh well, I kind of ran out of real estate, so. Okay. All right, so I'm going to cut the 2 cores right here. Cut them flush. I kind of fucked this up. Damn it. Ew. That's looking ugly. It's funny, I did this same exact build for Coil Wars, and I tried it 4 core the first time and it fucked up. So I tried it 6 core and it went a lot better. I just got something weird going on here that I'm just trying to fix to make it look not so bad. And now I got these other 2 pieces here. Let me show you. So now I'm just cutting shit clean, making it the actual bridge. The 2 coils going into the 4 core. So this went really bad here. I could actually, fuck it, I don't really care. I'm not saving this for pictures. We're lighting this bitch up tonight. It's not going to be my prettiest. That looks really fucked up. This side doesn't look so bad. But now I got to cut them 2 off. The drop leaks really bad sometimes. That's great. I got fucking 2 coming my way. I was about to order fucking 2 more since it's taken so long too. Fuck that. Well, I got 1 coming my way, and Toke's got 1 coming his way. Alright, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff on this one. Let's just go ahead as planned. So it's not going to be the prettiest, but hopefully it's functional. I did something when I got off live earlier too. I finished up we were doing this build live the other day, and I stopped it and I said, oh, I'll finish the other half later. Most of the time I don't get to finish them builds. Fumble, yeah. But I did finish this one. The camera, not the birds, yeah. I tried to count this one proper this time. I think I missed it a couple times, but thank you, thank you. Okay. Enough of that. You. Alright, we back. So, let's get back to this altar bridge hybrid. We're back. Alright, so now I could wrap these coils. I rolled it out, made it a little flat. And even though this thing is not going to look good either way. So what I'm going to do is wrap this around here. Okay. So I'm going to take this coil. Now I can't just wrap it and pull this end because these two are only connected by this 4-core. I don't want to rip them apart, right? So, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I might can make this look a little bit better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3mm bit and I'm just going to put my thumb on the 4-core. And I'm going to wrap my coils just like this. And then I could take this one and I could wrap my coil same way on this side. Try to keep everything tight together. I need another 3mm bit. So take this. Definitely need some playing with right here. My hybrid's kind of showing on the one. Okay. So I think I kind of have it a little bit how I want it. I just need to get my RDA and kind of size it up and see. Oh yeah. That's kind of how I want it. Maybe a little further apart. I keep hitting it with my hands. The tripod thingy. Okay. Now I could send. Let me open these up all the way. What's up, Drew? Yeah, another 5 minutes later and you would have made it for the glowing. Jerk. Okay. So now I'm just going to put them over the air holes. Kind of line them up a bit. Close that guy down. Close this guy down. Yeah, they're okay to vape. Hell yeah. Vape the shit out of these. Are they going to be the best vape ever? No. Will they vape? Yes. Are they going to be the worst vape ever? No. Better than a fucking Suka. It's going to be like a series. It's going to be good on a regulated, really. Or on a series. It's going to come out really high. It's going to be like a 0.3 or something. It's like a 9-wrap coil. It's more just for showing off. Okay. It's more like, look what I could do. Look what I could do, guys. Look what I could do. Look at me. Look at me. Ooh, look at me. Look at me. Look how awesome I am. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Sponsor me. Look at me. Look at me. Hey, guys. Hey, guys, over here. Hey, guys. That's how I get sponsors. I just pop in. Just like, yo, what's up? This is all fucked up. This side looks okay. I should probably try to do these not the 4-core. I bet you I could pull one off pretty good if I stop trying to do that. I always go for this 4-core. I bet you I'd do way better if I just did like an alien. But let's see how it functions, right? Look, my hybrid showing. Jeez Louise, but it's not showing on this side. Yeah, it's all banged up. So it's 4 wraps on this side after that. 4 wraps on this side after that. So, let's get this on something, get the hot spots out. Oh yeah, happy birthday again, Cloud Envy. I forgot about that. Ooh. Okay. So, let me get touchdown Eagles. So, is it 14-6? Oh, this always happens to me with this fucking thing. Oh, I hate this. Oh, it makes me so fucking mad. 13-6. Yeah. It's going to be 14-6 in a second. Watch. You just watch. They're really good at that extra point. Fucker. See, it has these 2 holes in there that take a key. $15-6. Really? It's 15-6 now? Ah, fuck. I hate this. I really don't want to pulse it on this thing. I really want to pulse it on a... Oh, man, this would happen live. Ugh. Oh, I fucking hate this. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it hybrid. Whatever. I really don't like doing this. I could put it in a vise. I don't have any like channel locks up here, or I would do that. But I got good batteries. It's all right. So if something like this happens, you could always, if you put it in the freezer, usually that does something to the metal. Leave it in the freezer for like 15 minutes. I'll try the vise real quick. I got a big vise too. I could do that off camera. Let me see if I can find the key. So for anybody that didn't hear me say this on the other video, there is timber. There is I said for the build off that somebody donated something for the second place, and the key's not in here. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I don't even think this is the right box. I have 3 of these things. Fuck. Somebody donated something for the second place prize of the build off. Well, they sent me more than just for second place prize, so there's going to be a third place prize too. So there you go. Okay. Gotta take this out. Yeah, anonymous. They didn't want to be. They didn't want to be said who it was. But they know who they are. I think they do. They should know who they are. Hopefully they know what I'm talking about. I'm sure they know who they are. All right. Let me get the DNA. But the prizes are definitely awesome. They're really cool. So, do you guys leave your ends free when you stagger? I'm having issues. If I use a swivel, I have a 4-core video. Go check that out. But you could leave them hanging, put them in a straw if you want. But I do have a 4-core stagger fuse Clapton video. So I was way off. But it's because it's 28. If it was 26, it would have been closer to 0.3. It's actually like a 10 wrap 28 gauge fuse Clapton, really. So I just need to get the hot spots out. You don't want to start heating this up until the hot spots are out. So I'm just pulsing it. I definitely could have did this 26 gauge. I had enough room. And what I'm looking for is I don't want this to heat. I want these to heat first. I don't care if this heats. I want these to heat first, though. I want the coils. Right now it's at 7, but that's not right. This Sub-Zero is always weird with reading atomizers, too. Yeah, well, you could drip it right down the center, and that bridge usually will carry it to the coils in the wick. That's one cool thing about this build. You drip it right down there, and eventually it's just going to end drip in the middle, kind of, but all I care right now is about functionality at this point. It definitely doesn't look very pretty. You could also run these vertical if you want it. Okay, here, I think the color's starting to come. Yep, here comes the color. Success. Lighten up from the middle of the coils too, for the most part. Pretty cool, right? Touchdown Eagles again? Damn, smoking them Cowboys. All right. I am going to wick this and try it. I don't usually get to do that on these videos, but since it's not very pretty, I don't really need to take pictures of it, do I? This side don't look so bad. You would take pictures, you're saying? I could get like some good pics of it and hide stuff. Like I could do something like for Macro Monday, I could do one of these deals here. You know what? How about this? My other phone actually has the good camera. Let me kind of show you. Let me show you guys something. Just a quick little camera setup here. Yeah, just showing a picture of some girl's tits is a great way to hide your coil pics. Oh, your coil. Oh, okay. Your coil side boob. Okay. Macro Monday. Macro Monday is on Instagram. And it's just close-up pictures of your coils. I could show you some Macro Monday shots. Usually on Monday, coil builders put up Macro Monday shots. And it's just really close-up pictures of your coils. So, for instance, let's go to my Instagram. I did 6 of them last week. Just to show off. So you use the hashtag Macro Monday. Oh, look. Teammate Richie Oliver Proby did one early. So that's a Macro Monday shot. You hashtag Macro Monday, and you take really close-up shots of your coils. Okay. So last week, I did 6 of them. So these are the 6. There's that arch Clapton I did. There's that helix I did. Just try to get really close up, see the pores in the wire and shit. There's that dragon scale. There's that simple pitchfork. This is Cloud Envy's build that he sent me. Cloud Envy did this. Clapton corrugated in there. And the alien Suka. All of them together. Okay. Alright, so I have this light here, alright? This light is just like it could be any light, it doesn't matter what kind. Alright, and I have an LED bulb in there. LED, you want a white light, you don't want an orange light. I got an LED bulb, and this is white tissue paper. Alright, white tissue paper, LED bulb. This light has a clamp on it. Alright. There's the light, there's the build. I got a black piece of paper here. Alright. And then I could either have a white piece of paper or I have this guy here. This is a thing that painters use. You could get these at like a dollar store even. Where did I buy this? I forget where I bought this, but you could use that to bounce light off. So I could put that like right here, and that's actually going to act as a second light. It's going to bounce the light off since it's white, and it's going to make it brighter and diffuse the light. It's a painter canvas, exactly. All right. Now, you got to have a good camera not to use a macro, but this does have a good camera. So what I do is I take my camera, all right, I zoom in. Oh my God, this looks nasty. Okay. This is so fucked up. I turn the exposure down because there's a lot of light going on right now. Now I can also, if the light's too much, I can take a piece of paper, okay? You know, sometimes I'll do this. Actually, a lot of times I'll do this. You take a white piece of paper, like just a piece of computer paper, all right? Now, all I have is, here's a piece of computer paper. And you put the computer paper over everything. Put it over the build and over the camera. And it makes a filter for the light. And I'll show you what this picture looks like now. It looks pretty good. So there's the one I just took. All right, so now with a macro, I don't really like using a filter. I like getting the light very close to the coil. I like putting this coil like right up on that light bulb, because it's going to show more with more light there. So I'm going to zoom in all the way, which it already is. I'm going to try to get a nice shot of this coil. A nice enough shot anyway. I could actually edit the bad stuff out just by cutting it off, cropping it out. It's also good if you could set up your camera to like take a picture while you talk. Like the camera that we're live on right now, not this one, but the one up here. When I'm in camera mode, I could just say shoot and it'll take a picture. Or I could say cheese and it'll take a picture. All right, I think I'm pretty much done with this now. Try to get it's not good to hold it and take a picture. You're probably going to be very shaky like I am. All right. Let me set this back up. Okay, so let us wick this. .67 it looks like, 0.67. Yeah, I could rock this on a series. Maybe I'll try it on the Noisy Cricket once I get it wicked and stuff. It's a safe series build. This. I think this is like 60 bucks though, but the mask RDA. This is a 30 millimeter. I use this all the time. This has that 9 wrap, whatchamacallit in there. Alright. Let me get some wicking. I'm gonna get some vicking. Here is some vicking. Actually, let's keep it. Let's not keep it. Oh my god. I got cool down. Yeah, I got the Buddha too. I got the big Buddha. I got a Mason RDA. But I like the mask the most. I think the Buddha might be a bit cheaper than both of them. The Buddha V3, yeah, I think Brad has a V3. Oh, you don't have a V3. Okay. Brad doesn't have one. Yeah, you got the mini V2. Okay, the only thing about this Sub-Zero is to put the cap on, you gotta like take it apart. Oh, here we go. Jesus. Drop it down in there. The notches fall into these little holes. And then you put the bottom on. And then I could get my cotton, shove it down in there. Cotton. It's too much like work. It's a very tall RDA. Very tall. I really like this RDA though. It's definitely one of my favorite RDAs. What's up, Brian? All right, let's see what juice I'm going to drip on this. Maybe I'll try a new juice. Let's try a new juice. How about that? Let's try... Let's try Django. I don't know what Django is, but it's by 806 E-Liquid. It's called Django, like the movie. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it was sent to me to try, so let us try. I'll taste it. I have no idea what the flavor profile is. Tastes like some kind of pineapple. I don't know what that is. It's fruity, that's for sure. Focus. Yeah, I contacted them. Dude, I don't know what's up. Uh, All right. Dude, Brad, I don't blame you. The way, I don't even know what to say. I'm hoping things change real fucking quick. This smells like something. You know what this smells like? It smells like Taffy Man. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like Taffy Man. It tastes like a Laffy Taffy. I think I'm really gonna like this shit. It tastes like Taffy Man, like pink Taffy Man or red Taffy Man, whatever it was. I used to love that juice. I don't know if I have a box to show you guys, but it's a Laffy Taffy. What would that have to do with Django, though? So here's the top cap to my Sub-Zero. That's what I was just looking for. Yeah, 29.9 Eagles. Yeah, Brad was letting me know what was going on. Hey, you guys. 806 E. One of our most popular flavors, this mix of berries with kiwi will have you barking for more. Okay, here we go. Let me try it at 70 watts. 70 watts is like 7 volts. So that's a lot. It's cloudy, but it's mellow. It's like a series build. That's too low right now. It's like a series build that you have to turn up. It's like if your noisy cricket was dead. If the batteries in it were dead. Definitely a lot of clouds though. But that's what the Sub-Zero does. 70 watts. 70 watts, 0.75 ohms. It's a good juice. It tastes a lot like that Laffy Taffy flavor. It's vaping good. Anything's cloudy at 7 volts, right? Let's put it up to 90. 92 watts. 7 ohms. 7.5 ohms. It's a series build. That's what it is. It's a series build. I'm gonna get the noisy cricket. I'm gonna put the noisy cricket on just straight series. So it's positive up. Flip this over to series. Pop this in. Turn it off. Hold it down until it turns white, I think. No. Come on. I could just turn it up all the way, I guess. This is a 25 noisy cricket. This is a 25 millimeter noisy cricket. They have a 22 and a 25. This is the 25. There you go. There you go. I got the series on now. Alright. Yeah. It's just like how this was at 7 volts or at 8 volts. So at 90 watts, that's what this is. But it's on full series now. So it's a little high in ohms. I should have did like 3 wraps on each side instead of 4. It vapes good, but it's not like super powerful on here. It's better on here. It's better on the DNA, where I could turn it up even more. This is just a good vape. This is just like a good, fairly mellow vape. It's almost like just vaping my neck. It's good. This juice is good. This is a good juice. It's very fruity. I wouldn't say I could vape this all day because I've had a flavor like this that I used to vape all day, and but I really like that juice. That juice was like one of my favorites. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Pretty cool little build. I suggest this build. Something like it. I would have liked 26 gauge, like 3 wraps on each side, maybe an alien in the middle instead of doing the Instead of doing the stagger fuse Clapton, you can make it just easier on yourself by doing alien in the middle and fuse Claptons on the side. You could do it so much simpler. Not all that prep. You literally could do the same build. Yeah, I guess you could twist the middle too. But you can make it pretty easy and still look really cool if you do this. Get 4 pieces of wire. Like I said, I would say go with, the bridge was only like 3/8 of an inch, a little under half of an inch. So you have your 4 pieces. I would do like 26 or 27 gauge, 26 to 27 gauge. You could do 28, whatever, 26 or 27 gauge there. All right. And then you could fuse Clapton all of it besides 3/8 of it or a ½ inch of it. So 3/8 to a ½ inch. Don't do. And you do that to all 4 of them. You do 2 of them together, then you do another 2 together. All right. So you have fuse Clapton on half of your wires. And then you meet them together at this 3/8 and ½ of an inch. And if you did 26 gauge, decore, even if you did 27, decore a 24 gauge wire, alien them together, cut these, wrap it up, you're good to go. Way simpler. Gonna get the same effect. Tag me. Do it and tag me. You could put it in the goon. You could put it in pretty much anything. I think you could do it in like a dead rabbit too. You could do it in like anything. That's just an easier way. Do it tomorrow. Do it now, damn it. All right. So, I think that we did a really good job tonight. I came on a little after 8. We're getting done a little after 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 3. How is this video 3 hours long? What's he doing? I'm looking at all the chat rooms talking about the Eagles. Doing the Carlton. But Tuesday is a live show. So Tuesday we got a live show. I'll think of what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. If you stagger right and left hand spaced, you can build it with just round wire. No, you got to tie it together somehow. You got to do something. Just fuse Clapton in the middle. You could do that. you could actually, you kind of can. It actually almost gets more difficult like that. I've done one where yeah, you could do a pretty badass build with a bridge. You definitely can. Um, let's see here. What if I were to show you an Inception bridge? You could do something like an Inception bridge, I guess. I'll show you how I did one with just all round wire. I did it for a build off actually, because the rules of the build off were only round wire. You couldn't use Clapton or fuse Clapton or anything. You had to do just round wire. There it is. There it is. So I used a coil to connect them together. So what I did was I bent them so they were bigger. It's a pretty cool build, right? Oh, here we go. Here's the Coil Wars one. Got so many pictures of this Coil Wars one. Okay, so I did a 4-core and I did a 6-core. So I'll show you the one that I submitted to Coil Wars. It actually had 2 coils on each side. And then here's the 4-core. That was a 6-core. Here's the 4-core. I did a practice one basically before I did the big one. And I've done more. I can't really think of how I did them, but those are the two that stick out the most. Or the three that stick out the most. Can't really think of any other ones that I really did. Probably way back I did some. But I mean, the originator. Oh, why can't I spell his name? Let me just do this. I just get pictures of Alter Bridge the band. I don't know how to spell Tommy Nakwa. Yeah, sorry guys, I can't find it. I don't know why I can't find it, but I can't find it. He does braids in the middle. It looks really fucking cool, but alright. Gotta head out. Peace. Tuesday will be live. Don't know what I'm doing yet, but we're going to do something. Have a good week. Thanks for hanging out. Check out the hashtag DEVINE1K. Go like all the builders that have submitted the last couple weeks, the last week. Look out for that video. Builds are due Thursday. You have Thursday to do them too. You don't have to get them in before Thursday. You have Thursday Eastern time, so around this time on Thursday. You're right. There he is. Okay. So this is his Instagram. Tommy Nekwa. Tommy Nekwa. Let me just find one of his older ones, because he has some sick older. Here's a newer one, but this isn't his. This is Vape House. So this is the guy that invented the Druga. All right. So the guy that came out with the Druga, this is his concept. This is his coil. So he's got a braid in the middle there. That's really fucking awesome. This is Tommy Neeks. This is what this is Tommy's. That's what Vape House was trying to create. So that's in the Twisted Messes. You see the coils are yellow, but the middle isn't. This dude's feed is so amazing. There is so many crazy builds in here. Like, back when building was just starting, he was the guy to invent braids. And he's just got some crazy shit in the beginning. I'm trying to get the one that made me like altar bridges. It was like the first one. I'm close to it too. There it is. So this is the first one I ever seen. I was like, damn, that's awesome. So that's Tommy Nekwa. Definitely one of my all-time favorites. While I'm back here, there is one build that he did that I was just like, oh my god. Like, before I started building, this is one of them. But I'm trying to find the one. It's so fucking cool. Here it is. Oh my god. Look at this fucking thing. I've been wanting to redo a build like this for so long. That's a braid. It's one of the first braided coils. So fucking cool. This is a different one. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This guy, he's one of the original members of Build Mode. He might be the first. It was him and Parallel Grave Dance, I believe, that started it, or him. No, he was one of the first, but he wasn't. I don't know if he was the guy that made Build Mode. But yeah, just some crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. Go to his feed. Like, that's really just some of the stuff. I mean, he's got some crazy fucking shit. You can just watch one of the, how the originators started. Just crazy shit. Go check him out. Tommy Nequa. Tommy Neek. Alright. Guys, now I'm leaving. Peace.